I'd say I've struggled with mental health since high school, probably since about 13, 14. It's affected me differently throughout the years because it's sort of changed. So back in high school it was more depression, whereas now it's more anxiety. So back in high school I was incredibly low. I was about rock bottom with confidence. It's affected everything. I felt like I was failing. I felt like I didn't want to be here. I felt like I was letting everyone down. I still do get some of those thoughts now, but it's less intense. Now it's more constant worries and constant stressing.
I think without going into too much detail, I've seen clear signs of Hannah's mental health and self-harm, which could have led to worse things. So she'll almost crumble, and it's sad to watch from me because I just want to help, but she never opens up either way. She'll stop eating. She won't take her meds. She won't do a normal routine. And as soon as that stops, you can kind of just read something's wrong, even in her facial expressions. And the moment you ask her, it's either that little white lie that is clearly a white lie, or it's that moment where she just unfolds.
Since I've first started struggling with mental health, I've always just, for some reason, thought, I can't tell anyone, I need to keep it inside. So it'll just come out depending on how bad I'm feeling that day or how long I've been bottling it up for. When I have thoughts of self-harming, it happens a lot actually, because that temptation is always there. It's like quitting smoking or any other addiction. Once you've gotten addicted, it's hard to stop, and even years after not doing it, that thought is still there. And I relapsed about a month and a half ago, because when you're in that state of mind, you are not thinking clearly at all. It's literally impulse. And as soon as I came to, I was so embarrassed about the fact that I'd done it, and I regretted it instantly, like as soon as I came to my senses, and I tried to hide it from him. I don't think I ever approached Connor about my self-harm thoughts because frankly I'm embarrassed by them. I wish I didn't still think of it. I should have moved on by now, but I haven't. It's still there.
No, I think when Hannah has those kind of thoughts or essentially takes actions on it, sometimes it does kind of make me feel exhausted, physically and mentally, and it replicates. It makes your head go from 0 to 100% in quite a few seconds, because you literally are trying to read what's going on with the other person. You don't know because they won't tell you, so you're literally left to guessing, and 9 times out of 10 you may be right, or it could be the worst day of their life and you're completely wrong.
It's very important spreading awareness about these things, mental health, suicide awareness, self-harming, because you can't tell just by looking at someone that something's wrong. A year ago today, we lost our friend Ash. He committed suicide, and literally 12 hours before, he was in my house laughing, joking,
having a cup of tea.
Yeah. And just being his normal self, and then 12 hours later he was gone, and we had no idea that was going to happen. You never know what is going on in someone's head or behind closed doors. You just don't know. So it's important to raise awareness to make people more aware that is happening to people, and that people feel like that.
So we do a lot of work here at the university, especially around mental health. It's the thing that's cried out for most by students. We have over 16,000 people, and it's how can we help every one of those? I guess most of the campaigns are around awareness, because we can't entertain 60,000 people to help keep them busy, so it's kind of giving them the tools to help themselves. We do campaigns which are literally called Tools to Help Yourself. We run Movember, we do Start a Success. There's a new thing coming out at the moment which we're working on called ALEC with Movember. So ALEC is really simple and easy to remember. So it's ask. So asking people if they're okay, how are they getting on. L, listen to them, make sure they know you're actually taking on board what's going on. E, encouraging action. So encourage them to go get help, or encourage them to do something about it. And then C, nice and simple, which is check in. So come back to them, whether it be a day later, a week later, an hour later. I think sometimes people even having that person checking on them could stop them doing something which they may regret. And I guess you could say it's every little thing helps, really.